Hey, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, folks, what just
Hi,
happened today?
Rishabh Pant. We've got Rishabh Pant. He'll hit you
Yeah,
for
man.
a six. He'll whack Anderson for a reverse sweep. We've got Rishabh Pant. Oh man, what an knock, man. One of the best away knocks I've seen from one of the most diciest situation. You can say 98 for 5 and down and out. And it was all going to the script, and suddenly the script was turned around by the mega man of Indian cricket, Rishabh Pant. And yeah, I mean, it sounds a little bit uh, incoherent that we talk matlab ki Rishabh Pant ke bare mein hum as a T20 batsman, he's a separate entity there. I mean, T20 and test cricket, these are separate games. This may be one sport, but these are completely separate games. And obviously, we try to objectively, judge these players according to the formats they play in. Rishabh Pant, his record in T20 cricket has not been great, but there is no doubt that he's the number one test batsman of India. Since last 2 to 2.5 years, he's the number one test batsman and probably in the top three batsmen in the world right now. And he has scored hundreds in Australia. He has scored hundreds in England. Previously, also in the previous tour, and today again in England, he has scored a brilliant hundred in Cape Town, which I believe was his best Test hundred. Uh, it was a shame that Shami and Bumrah, they threw their wickets away and they did not stay long enough. That could have been a winning total there. And amazing the way he has batted. Um, 200s in 2022. Right now is the leading scorer for India in 2022. So yeah, man, hats off to Rishabh Pant. He's scoring those crucial away runs, Gabba, and even in the lost causes, he's scoring those crucial runs, not just the winning causes. But yeah, man, today was we have to say that he has given India more than a fighting chance. 98 for 5, and we were looking so down and out. What is your reaction, Kunal, to 98 for 5? That's what I want to know.
So at 98 for 5, I was like, ki, ha, this is what we were discussing yesterday. Ki, I mean, yeah, we don't expect a lot from this team. This England team is anyways coming very hot at us, so we might not see a lot. It was in a way expected, to see our makeshift openers not perform, Virat Kohli not perform, Pujara not perform. But then, yeah, after that, when Rishabh Pant actually started going in, and when he started playing aggressively, hitting all those fours and sixes, it felt, what if, he can do something again. And if you remember, even in our WhatsApp chat, I had mentioned ki, we might get a century from
Yeah,
Pant
yeah.
again. It actually happened. I was shell shocked. God, I mean, Rishabh Pant is
And
actually something else. I remember a lot of my friends telling me Rishabh Pant is a very, very special cricketer, and he has continued to prove it again and again. He scored an innings today when it was really tough, a very difficult situation, and he played really well. And yeah, a reverse flip to Anderson is something else. No one else can even imagine that. But yeah, it was amazing. And let's not, discount uh, Jadeja's performance today. He actually stayed there. He played as a really good anchor to Rishabh Pant. It was a really good
absolutely,
from
man.
Jadeja.
Spot on, Kunal, spot on. You're so right about Jadeja. He's the man who has stitched so many important partnership, crucial partnerships. Uh, the one who has been the anchor of these partnerships. I remember one partnership with Rishabh Pant earlier, also one with Rahane in Melbourne, and there was one partnership with Washington Sundar where he played a crucial part. He has had a partnership with Kohli. So I've seen this Jadeja always stitching up very important partnerships when the chips are down, and that's why probably he's being preferred over Ashwin. Even though Ashwin is such a great bowler with he has a legend, like with a legendary stats and records. But staying on Rishabh Pant, I want to say one more thing. Like in Test cricket, his clarity of mind, his thought process, his decision making, all these aspects are so clear. And when he comes out to bat, he plans his knock. He takes it slow. He chooses his bowlers. He sees the field. What is the field set? And then he attacks the bowlers. And he knows that when he gets into that rhythm, when he can go absolutely ballistic, when he can go absolutely crazy. He doesn't go just when he's off the rhythm, or he doesn't try to hit out. He will wait for the ball to be in the slot. He will wait for the right bowler, and he will wait for the right rhythm. So he's so calculative in Test cricket, and I really like this. And like you predicted his 100, I also actually said in another WhatsApp group ki uh, so we were all being very pessimistic कि इंडिया नहीं जीत पाएगा and सब कुछ वही होगा. So I said कि it would need a counter attacking 150 to save India here. And exactly that happened, like a counter. But I didn't say that it was from Pant, but obviously it would have been from Pant or Shreyas Iyer. That those are the only contenders in this batting lineup that could have got 150 based on the form that they're in. But obviously Shreyas Iyer, Brendan McCullum had already planned his dismissal with Ben Stokes and Joe. So
That felt a
IPL
little off, but yeah.
secrets are, I mean, the IPL secrets are being spilled on Test cricket now. But yeah, clever tactic there. And I mean, yeah, poor from Pujara, Gill. They were all, they did not look like playing out or blunting the new ball, because it seemed कि एक बार अगर ball पुराना हो गया तो batting was quite easy. So one of them should have, especially Pujara, his role was to blunt out the new ball. He could not do it. Matty Potts had a very good spell where he took Virat and Vihari both. Vihari had already gotten a chance. Yeah, disappointing from the top order, and it seemed like a disappointing day. But wow, man! After that, Pant, Storm, and Jadeja, as usual, very good. And India is still 327 for it. And I fail to understand why Jadeja was not, rotating the strike at the end. मतलब last में पंत को थोड़ा strike देना चाहिए था उसको. I mean, Shami को थोड़ा strike देना चाहिए था, and he should have let Shami play because he's a number 9. You can wait till number 10 or 11 to play that kind of farming the strike game. But he's a number 9, and you should have trusted Shami to score a few crucial runs, I feel.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the
Yeah,
end,
that
yeah,
also,
maybe.
but I would still like to see 400 on the board. So I think Shikhar is
Oh,
right.
okay, 400 on the board would be like, absolutely amazing. I mean, we have seen this England side chase down totals, but yeah, I think if we actually get 400, we'll be in a commanding position without a doubt. And the English batting will be under enormous pressure coming in after this.
Yeah,
So,
and the pitch is going to get better for in day 2 and day 3. So like we need like 400 because England's probably still they might score 500. You never know. Like so.
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, I mean, what's great is that, I mean, yeah, India has batted really well, but we got to see a really amazing day of Test cricket today. Like, I mean, this is why we love Test cricket so much. It was
That's why
so
we love
good,
Test
right?
cricket in England. Like I know the rain part like kills us with the weight, but we love Test cricket in England. Like it's definitely the best place for Test cricket.
Yeah, after seeing England dominate the first, the first session, imagine India came back with a run rate of 5 and 5.18 in the second and third sessions. It was
just unreal,
unreal,
stuff.
folks. It was just unreal.
Yeah, man. And I think I can understand maybe जो South Africa में Cape Town में हुआ, Shami और बुमराह ने जो चुतिया किया, मतलब जो बुलशिट किया था Shami और बुमराह में, जब पंत ने जो सेंचुरी मारा था, and Shami and बुमराह ने they did not play well.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have stuck around in Cape Town, and that could have been one of the best match-winning hundreds from Pant. So maybe that is the reason why Jadeja was not trusting Shami today. Could be the reason. Yeah, but like Pratik said, yeah, we will definitely want to see 400 on the board. I mean, we need to stretch these innings out as much as possible tomorrow, and make England feel that we have a big total on the ground, and they just can't blast away those runs. They have to struggle for the runs against this Indian bowling lineup. Make it look like a mountain of a first inning score, and that would just put the pressure, and they may succumb under that pressure to Indian bowling in the first innings itself, and then it will be India can set up a big target. I mean, like 400 or 500. So it will be then difficult for England to think of a win. Certainly they won't think of a draw. So
yeah.
yeah.
But
That's the way to do.
amazing
But
day. Like
obviously, a lot
it
of
was
things
so
can
weird
happen.
in the last hour, seeing the run rate 4.6, 4.8. Like I don't remember when last time India batted like this. Probably in a home series against Sri Lanka, they were batting at over 4 runs and over in test match. But this is like what a comeback like Rishabh gave us today. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we knew England is going to play the new brand of cricket, like in the Test cricket, but Rishabh Pant like just showed them today that he can do wonders.
Rishabh
I mean, we played
Pant
how
just
they would
played
have.
his brand.
Yeah,
I
we
mean, I
played
agree
how
that Pujara and
McCullum.
Kohli would probably play in the same way as they did last year, but yeah, it's great to see the extra intent from even Shreyas Iyer tried to score quickly. Unfortunately, he got out early, but Shreyas Iyer,
So
Pant,
that was a very planned dismissal from Brendan McCullum. It's not
Felt
unfortunate,
so,
but
indeed.
the IPL secrets were spilled out, and but yeah, I mean, see, I would have liked to see some intent, maybe from Pujara, but I think the aim was to blunt out the new ball because the batting really got easy afterwards. But yeah, overall, I don't have much complaints from Shreyas Iyer. He's batting for the first time away
yeah,
from India, and we can't say, okay, it will take some time to take on the responsibility of being an away batsman like Rahane was, and to step into the shoes. That is still a big shoe to step in. So yeah,
I mean,
definitely,
even
I'll
before the
still
start
give
of the
him
match,
credit.
we knew that our top order is weak this time in the absence of Rahul and Rohit. So, kind of we were actually hoping like Jadeja and Pant to fire, and they actually did. And yeah, obviously we didn't expect India to get 90 for five, but we expected like if India is 150 for five, they will at least take us to 250. But this is like a different ball game. Like what happened after 90 for five is just unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, 222 run partnership, and it never seemed like. Only one thing that I felt like Stokes could have brought in Joe Root earlier to bowl, because there were two left-handers batting, and he kept on bowling Jack Leach, and Jack Leach was getting smashed to all parts by Rishabh Pant, and he still kept on persisting with Jack Leach. So I felt ki wahan pe maybe he could have brought in Joe Root, and as soon as he brought Joe Root, so there was I think Joe Root got the wicket in his third over. So third over mein he got the success because Pant wanted to complete his 150, and he was going really hard after getting that 100. But yeah,
Yeah.
overall, quite a satisfactory day of Test cricket. Really enjoyable day of Test cricket, and it really sets up the match really well for the next 3 or 4 days. It's going to be a cracker of a watch. Let's see how England respond.
Yes.
Will they respond in the same way like what they did against New Zealand after New Zealand scored 500 plus scores, and Mitchell and Blundell had similar kind of a partnership?
Yeah.
Will they come back in the same vein, or is it going to be a bit different? Will their approach change with the opposition? That's what's going to be interesting now.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
no. I think our bowlers will do better. Like obviously, New Zealand bowlers can use seam or swing better than us, but we have more dimensions to our bowling than just using those conditions. Like I think Bumrah can pick wickets anywhere, and then we have a better spinner. So
Yeah, I
um,
think that's exactly what Ravi Shastri was also, saying on commentary, that New Zealand spin was really weak, and they don't have that variety in the bowling attack, that pace in the bowling attack. Yeah, I completely agree. But yeah, I still think that Bumrah and Shami can go for runs. It's not like if they have pace or something, so Bairstow will not be able to smack them. I still think they can go for runs, and I still think Jadeja can go for runs. So let's see how it's going to play out. But yeah, man, that counter-attacking 150 has certainly kept India in this game, and definitely probably can Jadeja get 100 tomorrow and extend this advantage further.
yeah, like
Jadeja, can he get
380,
100 and
390 would be good. Yeah,
you know 175 he got against Sri Lanka, and can he get 100 tomorrow?
yeah.
It's going to be interesting to watch. I think he's on
83.
83 now.
83.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks to that overthrow, wild overthrow.
yeah. Yeah, and there were two of those. Pant also got that once, overthrow, wild overthrow. And yeah, the best moment for me was how Pant treated James Anderson with disdain, like absolutely crushing him and stepping out and hitting him for a straight drive early in the innings, then stepping out and hitting him again straight, and then reverse sweeping him. Unfortunately, that was not a boundary, only 2 runs. But yeah, man, hats off to the guts of this guy, you know,
Yeah.
taking on James Anderson, who was quite fired up when he took Pujara's wicket. I thought James Anderson was very fired up today. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I think James Anderson in Test cricket, like his match always starts on a high because he always picks wickets in the beginning. But in this series, we have seen like his end doesn't, the end of the day doesn't end so well for him. Like we have seen him struggling as a number 11 in the matches where India won, and now today as well, he got good beating before the day ended. So it's very funny sometimes watching James Anderson in those different
Ah.
scenarios. Like,
And the funny thing is, I think Pant was not itna dominant nahi tha during the 4 test matches of this series.
Mhm.
But he was that dominant figure today, which he was in India. India, जब home series England खेल रहा था, तो he was in that avatar of that dominating avatar today.
Yeah.
So yeah, certainly I feel कि we want to see that version of Rishabh Pant, especially after Cape Town. I think his confidence has grown much higher after smashing Rabada and company on a Cape Town pitch. I think that confidence has gone up now.
Anyways, folks, so look forward to an absolute cracker of a day
Yeah.
day 2 tomorrow. Yeah, so can't wait to see how the team comes out to bat tomorrow. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Please click like, follow, subscribe. Yeah, and we'll come back with another update on the test match soon. Bye bye.
Awesome. Go India.